in my heart. People all around, I don't hear a sound, just the lonely wind of my heart. No other words could ever say the words I want. To say the words to make me ever sing again. The words you used to whisper. No one ever again. All alone am I, ever since your goodbye. All alone, just the beat of my heart. People all around, but I don't hear a sound, just the lonely beating of my heart.
Yeah.
Little Brenda Lee, another Smurf.
Come on, put your hands together, everybody. Let's go. Dreaming, I'm always dreaming. Dreaming that love will be mine. Searching, I'm always searching. Hoping that someday I'll find someone to love me, someone who needs me. But until then, I'll keep on dreaming. I'll keep right on dreaming, dreaming till my dreaming come true. Dreaming, I'm always dreaming. Dreaming that Doo Wop dogs will be mine. Searching, I'm always searching. Hoping that someday I'll find someone to love me, someone who needs me. Oh, but until then, I'll keep on dreaming. I'll keep right on dreaming, dreaming till my dreaming comes true. Jenny Burnett, dreaming, thank you.
All right, we'll take you back to Brooklyn, New York, my neighborhood.
Brooklyn, Queens End.
This is from a guy who wrote so many songs of our time, the great Neil Sedaka. He wrote this for his babysitter, I believe, Carol King. Is it Carol King? Am I right? Am I wrong? Danny, you know. Danny knows everything.
Oh, Carol, I am but a fool. Darling, I love you. Love you, treat me cruel. You hurt me, and you make me cry. But if you leave me, I will surely die. Darling, there will never be another, 'cause I love you so. Don't ever leave me. Say you'll never go. I will always sweetheart. No matter what you do. Whoa, Carol, I'm so in love with you. Oh, Carol.
Oh, Neil.
I am but a fool.
No, Neil.
Darling, I love you.
Tell me more about my house.
Though you treat me cruel.
Yeah.
You hurt me. And you make me cry. But if you leave me, I will surely die. Darling, there will never be another. Cause I love you so. Don't ever leave me. Say you'll never go. I will always want you for my sweetheart. No matter what you do. Oh, Carol, I'm so in love with you.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna stay in Brooklyn. I brought along my cousin Giuseppe, and he wants to do a song for you. You ready, Giuseppe? Are you sure? I don't think you're ready. Okay. Giuseppe from Brooklyn. I know there's a lot of Italian people here today. We're the only Italian people. We're gonna be Italian people. Giuseppe from where? Old Corona.
I feel like Umberto.
You look like Umberto right now.
You know, there comes a time in everybody's life when you meet that special someone and you say, Cara, oh, not me, as you take her by the hand and together you walk down to your favorite restaurant, mangia tutte cose. Fettuccine Alfredo, chicken cacciatore, onions, oregano, lasagna follows antipasta. If you'd only stuff my shell, I'll dig your scoochie.
Wait for my scoochie, right?
Oh, pasta, everybody! Oh, pasta.
Oh, listen to that voice. He must be a cameo.
Pasta al dente. I'll never eat again. Oh, pasta. Oh, pasta. Pasta al dente means I want my linguine hard.
Terrible. Everybody likes the
That is my favorite eating song.
Alright, I'm gonna do a song for you right now. There's a lot of love songs, you know, but this is not a love song. This is a song about deception.
Deception.
Revenge.
Revenge.
Murder.
Murder.
And everybody's gonna sing along.
It's a happy song. Everybody just join in. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun song.
I saw the light all night when I kissed my window. I saw the flickering shadows of love light. She
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get over here.
This is my part.
You like that one? She stood there laughing. I felt the knife in my hand, and she laughed no more. Sing it, Bob. Here we go. Why, Delilah? So bring down the door. Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take anymore. Forgive me, Delilah, just couldn't take anymore.
Doreen
Are you
Arminio.
clapping that you're evil? You're all pure evil.
I think they're pure evil. You're right. All right, a little something now. I always dedicate this when we do it to all our ABC fans. Anybody listen to ABC, WABC, CBS? No, yes.
No, we don't.
CBS. Oh, okay. Anyway, we got to send this one out to all those guys, all those DJs and those jocks, like Vinny Medugno, Cousin Brucey, and Tony Orlando. A little something. Every time I face the world, I just have to cry. I stood alone with no love of my own, but then you have in mind, oh darling, bless you, bless every breath that you take, bless every move that you make so perfectly, and bless your little love in me. Oh, bless you, child. When you smiled into my hand, I felt kind of small. You stood by me for the whole world to see, and then I was 10 feet tall. Oh, darling, bless you, bless every breath that you take, bless every move that you make so perfectly, and bless your little love in me. Put your hands together, come on now.
We got 15 minutes right now before the phone call.
Okay.
You want to start off with that?
He has 15 minutes.
You don't have an extra second?
I'm sure we can figure that out.
All right, I want to do the song. I was looking on the internet for Bobby D'Andrea, and I wanted to get some video of him and some photos that we could display. And I noticed, Bobby, that you had talked about Pat Gallo having a fight with Shirley Bassey, right? Do you remember that? You were talking about that story. You said she hit him and he hit her back. Anyway, I have this song that I just started doing, and I just want to dedicate it to you, Bobby, and to my girl, Nancy.
Go, Nancy.
person say, what good is mine? Funny how a breaking heart can make me start to say, what good is mine? Funny how I often see to think I'll never find a tree in mine. Till I look around and see this great big world is part of me and my crying over my mistakes, forgetting all the breaks I've had in mind. I was put on earth to be this great big world is part of me and mine. Guess I'll just add up the score and count the things I'm grateful for in my
Before we move on with our program, we're going to do a little series for you of a couple things that we were working on, and we've done it for some of you guys before. But this is really important. Bobby D'Andrea, I just want to say something to you. For so many years, you were one of our idols, and you and your compadre, Frankie, inspired us in our book 0 to 60, which we have up here. There's a whole story on how Bobby and Frankie inspired us. And I was watching them for a long time, and then I introduced Doreen to you guys, and she just fell in love with you guys. So when we do our shows, we add bits. We do not complete songs most of the time, but mostly bits. And our bits, we learned kind of how to do watching you guys. This medley is for you.
Right now, we're going to take you on a journey down memory lane to the time of the classic sitcoms that stood the test of time.
You'll remember some great characters. You'll recognize these songs right away. And when you do, sing along and clap your hands. The creepy and the geeky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together in deep, the island's family. The house is ages and young when people come to see ya. They really are a string young, the island's family. Neat, sweet, petite.
Who remembers this one? It was on Tuesday night. Jack, Janet, and Chrissy.
They knock on our door,
And knock on the door.
they're waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers, and his three's company too. When they dance on the floor,
And dance on the floor.
take a step that is new.
Take a step that is new.
There's a lovable place that needs your face, three's company too.
All right, back to Brooklyn, 1970 something, when John Travolta was in this one. Vinnie Barbarino.
Welcome back. Your dreams are your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. But the names have all changed since you hung around. But the dreams still remain and they turn around. And who'd have thought they'd lead ya back to where we need ya? Well, we tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you grew a money, if I'd never won you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being. The Glenn Miller play. Guys like us, those women acting back. And you know how you work it! Goyles for goyles and men for men. You still think you shall me right, hype it over again. It's no welfare state. Everybody goes this way. She are always showing. Those were the days.
Sunday, happy days. Tuesday, happy days. Thursday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Running all week with you.
These days are
ours, happy and free.
those happy days.
These days are ours, and me.
Those happy. Goodbye gray sky, hello blue. Nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long. These days are
Ours, happy and free.
those happy days.
These days are ours, and me.
Those happy days.
These happy days are yours and mine.
These happy days are yours and happy days.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hasenbeck Incorporated.
more when expecting you. Love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow, it flows back to you. Gonna follow, soon we'll be making another run. Oh, promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, you're flying on a new road. There's
Well, moving on up to the east side, to a dealer's farm in the sky. Oh, moving on up to the east side, we finally got a piece of the pie. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, bean don't burn on the grill. Took up all of life just to get up that hill. Now we up in the big league, take it on, turn it back. Lost with it, you and me, baby, ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deep.
Love's a moment in the sky.
Well, moving on up. We finally got a piece of the pie. Oh wait, we're not done. We got a ton more. You might not remember this one right off the bat.
baby, if you ever wonder whatever became of. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRT. Got time packing and unpacking. Town to town and opening down that road. Oh baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just right back in the year of the tale of a faithful trip that started from this tropic port on this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing, super brave and sure. 5 passengers that sailed that day for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The wind started getting, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert island, with Gilligan, the skipper too. The millionaire is why the movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, Gilligan's Isle
Is a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in girls.
It's the story about a man named Brady. He was busy with 3 boys of his own. They were 4 men living all together, yet they were all alone. Then the one day when the lady met this fella, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch. Now this group would somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Alright, we got one more. Sing along to this one. There's only one word.
Stiletto and The Saxman. If you're interested in any of our stuff over here, we got our book, we got our albums, we got all kinds of fun stuff for later on. Take it, Umberto.
All right. Guys, we want everyone to stay because we're going to take some pictures with everyone, but this is the part of the night that it's all about. Bobby asked to get on the phone with someone that really wants to give his wishes to you.
No, I just...
What are you doing, the wild thing?
1 second, buddy. Here we go.
All right, listen. I got you on the mic here. Bobby, all the way from Florida, this is one of our good friends, and you'll remember him better than me, John Ritchie. Say hello and give your wishes.
Hi, Bobby. How you doing? Congratulations.
Listen, Bobby, I'm going to be the first one to start roasting you. Remember the time we were above the Aztec at Portobello's, and we were waiting for who?
Frankie Ciro.
Oh my God. Frankie Ciro was nowhere to be found. Bobby was crapping in his pants, nervous. What are we going to do? Bobby, you guys have been playing here for so long. John knows it. I'll take the backup. And we did the show without Frankie. Bobby, remember that night? John Ritchie, I thank you so much. Tell Bobby a couple words.
Okay. Well, let me start from the beginning. I always spent my summers in Tom's River. My parents had a summer home there. And when I was about 6 years old, I guess it was about 1959, 1960, I was on a boardwalk in the walk with my parents. Went by the Barra Club, and who's standing in front of the Barra Club? There's a big poster of Bobby D'Andrea, because he was performing at the Barra Club like 6 nights a week. And from that time on, every summer I'd see that poster there, a big, life-size poster of Bobby performing at the Barra Club. And when I was about 18 years old, I used to go to different clubs in Jersey to see Bobby, and at that time he was playing with Pat Gallo, and it was, I always enjoyed the shows. Then after that, Frankie and Bobby got together, and I'd go see them a lot, all the time. And so I got to know them real well and started working with them. I guess about 1996 with Bobby and Frank. Did it for about 10 or 11 years. We had a blast. We used to go all over the place, all the clubs in New Jersey, a lot of places in New York, Pennsylvania, tri-state area, Catskills, all of that good stuff, Poconos. Had a blast.
But the best one was playing at the Portobello's above the Aztec. Remember we had staring at us? The freaking camel's ass.
Yeah, we had a blast over there. It was great. It was the summertime, great time. But at 93 years old, Bobby still sings great, and he's a big head at all the Doo Wop shows and wherever he performs. Bobby, I want to congratulate you on a long, accomplished career. I was there tonight, but unfortunately I couldn't get there. In conclusion, working with Bobby and D'Andrea those memorable years was a great part of my life, and I will cherish that forever. Bobby, congratulations again, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, John. Good night, buddy. You want to do the videos first? Well, yeah, let's do the videos first. All right, we got some videos here.
Are you ready?
We have the first one is Gene DiNapoli.
Hi, Bobby. It's Gene DiNapoli. How are you, my friend? First off, congratulations on your big tribute. I wanted to be there in person, but circumstances stopped me from doing that. First off, I got a message from my wife, Paulette.
Congratulations, Bobby.
Bobby, being a promoter and a performer, I look at you in two different ways. As a promoter, I look to give the audience the best possible show experience. And I know when I have you on a show, you elevate the crowd, the energy, and the overall experience. As a performer, well, I kind of hate you because there's very few people that could follow you. And I know when I'm feeling tired or less energy, all I think about is, what would Bobby D'Andrea do? And I rise to the occasion. So, Bobby, congratulations on a wonderful career. I look forward to doing more shows with you. God bless you, and enjoy your special day. Bye-bye.
I'm going to give the mic to Cheryl Lee. Bobby, this is your life, buddy.
gift that I made for you this summer. Vito Pocone was supposed to bring you to the truck so I could give it to you, but he never did because of the weather and whatever. So it's a little gift memorabilia from the Bronx Tale. And also I have to do this without getting choked up. Thank you personally, because my best friend Lorraine, when she was passing away, she was dying of cancer. Bobby called her and sang Darling Lorraine to her, and it was the last time she smiled before she passed away. So I thank you. I love you for that. I watched Bobby 50, 60 times throughout my whole life, and you're amazing. You're 1 in a million, and we love you. Thank you, Bobby.
All right, you thought you were going to get away with this. Alfred Socelli, come on down. This is your life, Bobby D'Andrea. Anybody know what fuck-o-see means? Make it like a this. Ah, you know, make it like a this? Angelina, make it like a this. Thank you, Al.
Bobby, listen, I don't come out in the wintertime, to be honest with you, but when they said you were honoring you tonight, it's my pleasure. 34 years ago, we came together in a little movie we did together. I worked with a lot of people in my life, but he's got to be one of the most talented guys I've ever worked with. And my hat's off to you. We started when you had hair, and look at you now. Where has time gone? But talk about the Bronx Tale, Bobby. I got a couple of, if you want to take them out for him. I had Chaz sign a nice picture for you. Were you in it? A nice still from the movie that we got. That's the big one. That's the big one right there. This is for you, Bobby. You with the main guy and Chaz. Beautiful. And Bobby in the back over there. And then we got a nice one here of where he gets shot. Bobby, me and you in a picture together. And
were you in a closet?
Well, something like that.
Oh, that's a good
Look at
one.
Bobby. Look at that, Bobby.
Look at Bobby.
Bobby, this is for you, a remembrance. Again, it was my pleasure to meet you, work with you. One of the most talented guys I've ever worked with. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, next speaker.
Okay, next speaker. Tony Testa?
Tony, say
Thank you. Obviously, first and foremost, I'm really honored to be here. Bobby has been a part of all of our lives. I too can remember being in Seaside, watching in the Parrot Club when I was 3 years old. No, three? Close, it's on there. But seriously, what can you say about a guy who his entire career is bent on one sole purpose, making everybody happy, at the expense of himself, too? It's a remarkable thing. What can you say about that? I don't know. No, I'm kidding. But you know what? Bobby's the biggest kidder in the world. I've had the pleasure and honor of working alongside him on a couple of different occasions, and he just simply amazes me. He's the only man I've ever known in show business who could make me laugh my ass off. But he's also the only man in show business I've ever known that would make me cry. And he'd make me cry because I was laughing so friggin' much. Bobby, I love you. God bless you.
Bobby, I'm going to give you my tribute to you. We met in 1999. When we got you guys, we were honored to have you above the Aztec at Portobello's. You were a person that not only brought laughter, brought joy, brought harmony, you brought love to the room when you came in. And for all the years I've known you, my friend, this is the most exciting night of my life. Because I've been asking Frankie to get us to have lunch for the last year and a half. So I figured, what the fuck, let's honor him. At least I know he's going to come. Bobby, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Are we ready?
Mr. D'Andrea, Bobby, my friend. I'm looking at a flyer here, and I just wanted to read it again, just in case, maybe you didn't get a chance to see it, but I know you did. But I just love what it says. It's cooking for the cause, is pleased to collaborate with Golden Oldies Doo Wop Society as they honor Bobby D'Andrea of the Knockouts, the oldest active living doo wop singer, a living legend. Now that is quite an accomplishment. The only thing I regret is that I've only known you for maybe 4 years. But in the time that I've been around you, it's always been great fun, great laughs, and you have this spirit and way about you that you just lift everybody up. So, you know, along with your great talent and your passion, you're just an inspiration to all of us whippersnappers in the business. So I say to you, congratulations, and continue to have good health and continue to lead the way. Have a great time tonight. I'll see you down the road, my friend. Bye.
You're on the air.
They left something out with all that when they say he is the oldest living, he is this, he is that. He's also a tremendous pain in the ass, as most of you might know. Bobby and I, he's my brother from another mother. We have been so tight for 70 plus years. We see each other every day. We speak on the phone every day. I have to take him to the doctor. I got to take him to the grocery store. I got to do it. But let me tell you something. This man is so incredibly talented. I don't know how many of you go back as far, probably nobody as far as us, but years ago, there were two hot spots. There were more, but the two that we were working. The Seaside Boardwalk, and it's funny that we're here tonight because we started together here then. He was at the Parrot Club. I had a group that was at the Chatterbox back then, and we would come watch each other work. And we became friends. This was in the 60s. I don't know how many hundred years ago. And we stayed friends to the point where we almost put a group together at one point. And I didn't see him in the 90s and the early 2000s. You know, we're both on the road in different places. We kind of lost touch for a year or two or three. And I just bought a house in Tom's River. And my wife's with me, and she says, Gary, I just saw something out front. Go look. And I go look out, it's a true story, go look out the window, and the Roadrunner goes by me. In elastic suit. I don't know if you know, but Bobby was a power walker. And he would walk 3, 4, 5 miles a day. Like, you couldn't run and keep up to him. She says, I saw this thing go by. In a Superman suit, or what looked like it. And she said, I think that's Bob D'Andrea. I said, nah, Bob's on the road. He'll call me when he gets home. A few minutes later, coming the other way, here comes Bob. And he came over, and we started talking, and we've been pretty much inseparable since then. He's my brother. I love him. Bob D'Andrea.
Are we ready? See or no? Johnny Patillo.
I'm Johnny Patillo. Bobby D'Andrea, I must tell you what an inspiration you've been to me my whole career. When I was 10 years old, in 1959, so I was watching American Bandstand with my older cousins, and as soon as you came on, the Knockouts, they were going crazy. I'm going, what? That's the best song, blah, blah, blah. And from that day on, I'm like, oh my God, I decided to be in show business that day. I was 10. I'm 76 now. So, Bobby, I just want to tell you this real quick. We were in Buffalo, New York, when I was with Danny and the Juniors, and we were going on our way to go to Rochester to do a gig. And we stopped to get gas, and we see this horse trailer. I think you know where we're going with this. I see this horse trailer. And Danny Rapp said, you know, that's what we need to keep our equipment in. Everybody's going to get out of here. All the horses in there. So we go in, come back out. You and Frankie We're out there, hey, you guys, and that's when Frankie says, we keep all our equipment. Well, of course, we look bad in front of Danny with that. But the inspiration that you have given to so many entertainers, you have no idea. I'm one of them. I just want to say, God bless you, Bobby, and I hope to shake your hand and give you a hug if I was there now. God bless you, Paisan. I love you. Ciao.
We're getting through it, but that was great. Johnny's awesome. Everybody so far is amazing. Thank you.
Vinny Modugno?
Mr. Music.
Hey, Bobby D'Andrea, it's your buddy Vinny Modugno here from Music Radio 77 WABC, and I want to wish you congratulations, best wishes, and best of luck, and keep singing, my friend. That's the beauty of who and what you are. I am so inspired by your energy, by your drive, by your talent, by your ambition, and the way you command a stage. It's always an honor to share the stage with you. We did so just recently in the PNC Arts Center, and you had them eating out of the palm of your hand. And I hope that's what they're doing tonight. There is nobody that deserves this honor more than you. Thank you for paving the way for all of us talents to look at you with such great admiration and aspiration. I hope I have a tenth of your energy and to make it to the stage and the level of life that you are at, and to be able to bask in the glory and celebrate everything amazing, which is what you are. Sorry I can't be there with you tonight, but know that my heart, my thoughts, and my absolute love is there with you, and I hope to see you really soon. And keep singing, because that, as we know, is what keeps all of us going, the music. I love you, my friend. Congratulations.
Stevie Dunham, have you come? We got it going?
Yeah, Stevie Dunham.
Hi, Bobby. This is Stevie Dunham, CEO of Street Corner Entertainment Record Company in Las Vegas, Nevada, the #1 oldies record label in America. I'd like to congratulate you on your Lifetime Achievement Award. You have more than earned and deserve every bit of it. You are an inspiration to all of us in this business and in our music. God bless you, and take care of yourself, and continue inspiring other people such as myself, because if it wasn't for guys like you, I wouldn't be in this business. So thank you, and congratulations once again. God bless.
Here's Tommy Patillo.
Tommy Patillo.
Hi, everybody. This is Tommy Patillo. Wish I could be there with all of you celebrating Bobby. He's such an amazing person and a super talent, a guy that really is a treasure to the business and to all who know him. You know, when I first started out in performing with my band Parkway many years ago, I used to see Bobby. We used to bump into each other performing in the same nightclubs. And I would always be such a big fan of his talent, his grace, and I just love the guy dearly. So sorry I can't be there, Bobby. I'm way up in the mountains in Oak Ridge, New Jersey, and so from me to you, I love you, brother.
Okay, we have a couple more. Bear with us. We got Stan Ziska from the Del Satins is going to be next.
I met Bobby D'Andrea in the early 60s while we were taping the Clay Cole TV show. Him and his group, The Knockouts, were debuting their latest album, Go Ape with the Knockouts. And what I can say about him is that he'll make you laugh until you can't even breathe anymore. Bobby is one of the nicest, most talented, and funniest men I've ever met. I've had the pleasure of working with him in various venues over the years, and unfortunately, I'm sorry I can't be there this evening to help him with his celebration of life. But I wish you well, Bobby. God bless you, and I hope to see you soon.
Stan Ziska.
Yep, last one.
Okay, the last one is Vito Pacone.
Action.
Hey, Bobby. I guess you're wondering why I'm not there tonight. But besides from having a family function that I couldn't miss, I had to go to. I hate your guts. And I hate you because you're older than me and you still sound like the record. I hate you also because you can move on stage even though you look like one of those things in front of a used car lot. I hate that you still sing the same key as the record. You know what? There's a whole bunch of reasons why I can't stand you. You know, you're skinnier than me, you're better looking than me, and most of all, you have more hair than me. Listen to me, I'm going to tell you this now. When I see you face to face, I'm going to tell you how much I really, really love you. Congratulations, my brother. I'm going to call you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Bobby, can we have you come up to the stand here with us? Doreen, come on up.
Come on up, Bobby. We are going to present you with this award. It says this presentation is made to Bob D'Andrea, lead singer of the Knockouts, in recognition of his contributions as the oldest active leading Doo Wop singer. Bobby, we love you. Congratulations. Thank you. You got it. Yeah. And now, let's bring them up here. We're going to get set up. We're going to give everyone a treat. Bobby D'Andrea and Victor are going to get up. You're going to get a little bit of taste of the Knockouts.
Show me a man that's got a woman, show me. Show me a man that's got a woman, show me. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me that man that's got that good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. I'll show you a man that goes to work humming. He knows he's got sweet love coming at the end of his working day. Yeah. Your woman that's got a good man, I'll show you. Show me a woman that's got a good man, I'll show me. Show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me a woman that's got a good man. I'll show you a woman doing all that she can to make life living for her good man, so troubles won't cross his mind. Yeah. All right. Go get 'em. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where to start. It's been so wonderful. Umberto, he's the best. This guy, Umberto, he put together a wonderful thing here. A wonderful, wonderful thing. What do you, Umberto, you look so nice. You look, Billy. Billy. No, but this is a wonderful man. Let me tell you how wonderful he is. 3 days ago, I was outside on the boardwalk. 4 guys were beating the hell out of me. I'm not kidding. And Umberto came over and said, okay, he's had enough. What a guy. I saved my life, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank everybody here for coming tonight. I want to thank Umberto for putting this together. It was just so wonderful. I appreciate it so much. I can't tell you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Just a minute now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Jimmy Durante.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by if you smile through the tears and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll find the sun comes shining through. If you just light up your face with gladness, hide every place of gladness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You find that life is still worthwhile if you just light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. If you just smile.
Bobby D'Andrea, ladies and gentlemen. Don't better.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I'd like to introduce a song that I did that I actually recorded in 1959. This song did so much for me, it changed my life. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, with the help of my good friend, Mr. Victor Mano, I'd like to do, at 93 years old, that song. wasn't meant to be. You're sent from heaven, my destiny. Oh, oh, darling, oh, darling, oh, 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 my darling, Lorraine. Hey, 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 hey. Please never leave me. Please never go. I look you darling. Oh, I miss you so. You're my inspiration, my dream come true. If you ever leave me, darling, there ain't no one where I do. You are an angel, angel divine. You're sent from heaven. You're really mine. Oh, oh, darling, oh, darling, oh, 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 my darling, Lorraine. Hey, 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 hey. Please never leave me. Please never go. I love you, darling. Oh, I miss you so. You're my inspiration, my dream come true. If you ever leave me, darling, there ain't no one where I do. You are an angel divine. You're sent from heaven. You're really mine. Oh, oh, darling, oh, darling, oh, oh, my darling, Lorraine. Thank you, everybody. God bless all of you.
A cheer for Bobby, D'Andrea, and the Knockouts. Dream girl, get me to close my eyes. 'Cause when I do, you're just standing there. I touch your hand and gaze into your eyes. Dream girl, get ready to receive all mine. 'Cause when I do that, I know that it's gone, and you'll be gone until another time. Won't you be my dream girl? Make my life a delight. When I go to sleep, I put my head on my pillow, try to drift away. But whenever it seems I'm right on the beat, you'll breathe me right into my every dream girl. I know I'm not very smart, but there is one thing I can conceal. I'll always be your breaking of my heart. Won't you be my dream girl? I love you right from the start.
God did it, did 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 God did it, made it all on to me. Did God did it, did God did it, did God did it, did God did it, made it all on to me. Did God did it, did God did it, did God did it, did God did it, Then when I found myself falling in love with a girl, I'm running, oh yeah, right around the world. There's only the water ride, yeah, the water ride. All around, 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 around. They call me the water ride, yeah, the water ride. He runs around, 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 around. They call me the water ride, yeah, the water ride. All around, 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 around. That girl that I once knew, she took my love and she ran around like every single guy in town. Oh, 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 little girl of every star, she took my broken heart. And you know what I cried like I do, keep away from a run around Susan. You gave me little every star, break my love in a broken heart. Keep away what I'm telling you, keep away from a run around Susan. Hey, hey, oh, oh, oh. She goes, I was a goddamn girl, love star, mama, rotten love, spell love, but my love still grows. And if you don't want to cry like I do, keep away from a run around soon, saying hey, hey, oh, 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 oh. She goes, I was a goddamn long brother, sorry brother, God who knows. I fell in love, but my love still grows. And if you don't wanna cry like I do, keep away from a run around too. I said, hey, hey, oh, 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 oh,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicky's going to sing one more song before we have to close it up. We love you guys. We had a great night, and we hope the Doo Wop Society here, the Golden Oldies Doo Wop Society, they're cooking for the cause. We're doing a lot more. Yeah. You can use that one.
Arminio, why must we say goodbye? Each time we part, my heart wants to join. Darling, hear my prayer. God, I'll be a friend. I'll be your love till the end of time. Shut up, be why must we say goodbye? Each time we part, my heart wants to die. Darling, hear my prayer. God, be darling, hear my friend. Gotta be yourself. I'll be your love till the end of time.
God bless.
Good night.
Thank you all for coming and for supporting our first Golden Oldies Doo Wop Society event. Thank you, Jack, for all your help. Thank you, Umberto. Thank you, Carol.